They'd handed over their hard-earned cash to Stefan Meyer, only to discover that he's unlicensed and unscrupulous.
Can I just have a quick word with you about why you haven't paid all these people all this money? Don't you? Are you going to make a kitchen for them? Or?
Extremely angry. Very angry.
Stefan, can we have a chat? Stefan Meyer.
First impressions of Stefan was a slimy dog.
This is a warning to all consumers that it could happen to you.
Businessman Stefan Meyer is a whiz when it comes to cooking up the kitchen comp.
He lives in a nice house, he drives a BMW, he's not delivering kitchens. Where's the money going?
Stefan suddenly became completely unavailable.
19,000 here, 18,000 there, and 13,000 here as well. Just some of Stefan Meyer's victims.
We think we know just the tip of the iceberg.
Once the deposit is paid, you don't see him. He's gone.
Fair Trading says he's unlicensed, but Stefan Meyer has made his kitchen building service look as tasty as your grandmother's pavlova, as mum of four Melissa Dent found out.
The scam is producing all these drawings. So most kitchen companies aren't going to do that for you. So with our project manager, she said he has been so wonderful. He's produced all these drawings for us, without asking for anything. So we have to go with him.
But his victims say his service quickly goes pear-shaped once he's got your cash.
So this is the temporary kitchen, the Bunnings special,
Yes.
you call it.
Yes.
So in just a few days' time, you should have been expecting your proper kitchen to be installed.
Right.
Melissa had her heart set on a $37,000 kitchen as part of the family's home renovations. She paid a $19,000 deposit and says she felt Stefan was a little too eager to get the cash.
He was very persistent. I remember coming home some days, this was before we signed the contract, and he was in his car right in front of the house.
Did you scream?
Melissa's not the only one alleging they've been stiffed by Stefan.
Attentive salesman receives your money, then disappears.
Mother of six, Jo, and her husband David Beckett forked out over $18,000. And for that, they got a belly full of heartache and no kitchen, which should have been installed last September. The family's been coping with a makeshift cooking area.
It's been difficult, and of course, family meals, etc., become quite problematic when you don't have a decent kitchen.
So lots of pizza, lots of takeaway, and barbecues.
I've instructed my department to apply the full force of the law in prosecuting this individual.
Now the authorities are closing in on Stefan Meyer and they're ready to throw the kitchen sink at him. New South Wales Fair Trading Minister Anthony Roberts.
This individual runs a very sophisticated operation that seems solely bent on ripping off consumers.
But Fair Trading needs to move quick. It appears the kitchen con man's got a plan.
And this is Stefan's luxurious and sophisticated residence. And why do we say that? Because the real estate sign says so. Yep, Stefan's selling up, hoping to make about $1.7 million on the sale of this rather large property. 5 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, and of course, he's made a kitchen for himself. And why is he selling up? Well, the real estate agent tells us he's planning on moving overseas.
And if he does move, he'll leave behind a trail of destruction. Stefan's been hiding behind a number of company names. Scullery and Holtz Interiors, Bespoke Installations, Scullery and Holtz Retail, Scullery and Holtz Sydney, Scullery and Holtz Design, and so on.
Using a sophisticated set of companies, this individual has failed to issue home warranty insurance certificates and has failed to complete tasks that people have paid for.
So it's fair to say Stefan needs to answer a few questions.
Hey Stefan, how you doing? Justin from the Current Affair. Can I have a word with you, please? Can I just have a quick word with you about why you haven't paid all these people all this money back? Are you going to make a kitchen for them or anything like that? Are you going to answer any questions, Stefan, about why you made all these promises to make these kitchens? Stefan, come on, just give us a word, mate. Anything. Come on. Stefan still doesn't want to answer any questions. We tried him the other day, we tried him again. He goes off in his flash BMW, but we still can't get any answers out of him about why he won't supply those kitchens that he promised. And what's he done with all the money?
I made something like 274 telephone calls. I sent about 50 emails, and I have documented evidence that this man I don't believe was going to give me a kitchen at all.
Clive Lincoln says Stefan took $13,000 from him and he only ever received a couple of cabinets. He was forced to pay another kitchen maker to finish the job. Beneath the beret is a man bristling with anger.
Stefan there is an absolute downright crook.
Clive was chasing a refund from Stefan's company through the Consumer Trade and Tenancy Tribunal, but Scullery and Holtz Interiors has gone into liquidation. Clive feels that he's lost his money for good.
This is a warning to all consumers that it could happen to you. It only takes a telephone call to find out whether that person you're giving $20,000 or $30,000 to is licensed or not.
Well, you'll have a stressful life. People are not going to go away. There's a lot of people who is treated the same way. You can't just take people's money and hope that they'll forget and leave you alone.
And this week, Fair Trading issued Stefan Meyer and his company with 10 court appearance notices, accusing him of breaching the building code and operating without a licence. After the break, the all-natural beauty